Great, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking. I wanted to delve into this show because I got to watch the first couple episodes. It's so fun. I found it really entertaining as someone who grew up playing basketball and other sports. So as a tall girl, they throw you in the tall girl things.
Yeah.
So how much basketball knowledge or experience did you guys have going into this?
I didn't have a lot of basketball experience. My dad used to play in the Philippines. He was this varsity basketball player and he loves the sport. And he really helped me with this audition process when I got this audition. And now I have this appreciation for the sport, which I'm really grateful for.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then what I was just going to say was that I basically grew up in the basketball gym because my brother played travel basketball growing up. And so, when you have a single mom, the kids come, I'm sure you've seen just the kids chilling on the empty courts. So that was me. So I grew up around basketball. And so then when we got the show, it was oh, and then I got to kind of be on a basketball team, which I'd never been on before with these girls and really grow with them.
I come from a big basketball family. Some of my cousins currently play in college or did, and my dad played in college. So I definitely have spent my life watching basketball, whether it was live or on TV. So I definitely had was very familiar with basketball, as well as I played a couple years when I was younger myself, but nothing too crazy. So it was definitely, I do love basketball. So
awesome. Because, it would be so sad to be I hate basketball, but I did this show. Could you imagine it happens? Do they bring in coaches and trainers and things like that for you guys so that you could kind of get your skills going?
We have an incredible basketball coordinator, Keela Snowden, and she has basically taken us from the ground up. If any improvements you see over the show, all her, you'll see us grow and learn a lot, but she's great.
Yeah. I mean, we went from, I think probably if we were at the free throw line, just shooting 0 for 2, but to genuinely kind of having that technique and being able to have little changes thrown at us during filming and be able to execute them and have them look good. And I think that honestly there's a few moments towards the end of the season where we had a drill or a certain layup sequence that Keela had prepared for us. And then when we put it on camera, it just didn't quite look right. Mm-hmm. And so I think our ability to just hey, let's try it this way. Or let's have you set a screen here or have you do a layup instead. That ability it was not there before. And we owe that all to Keela.
That's amazing. You're going to come out of this basketball stars. One thing I really loved about the show is that it's mostly all girl cast, and you guys are so diverse. And we got to kind of touch a little bit on most people's, what I think is going to be everyone's story. Tiana, we learn about your father passing, and Tisha, you're coming into your sexuality, but Cricket, we don't know much about your character. So are we going to delve more into her as we go along?
We wait until the back half of the season. There's a little bit more for Samantha to figure out.
Amazing. Now, in 30 seconds or less, ladies, tell everyone why they need to watch Big Shot.
I think people need to watch Big Shot because it really just is that good. And it touches on a lot of topics, especially with girls in sports, because there's not a lot of shows, especially with girls in basketball, and so I think that it's a great show. Cricket, do you want to say something?
I want to say if you want to see real girls with real problems, learning real lessons, I feel like this is the show for you.
I think it's the perfect family show, and it touches on subjects that aren't highlighted as much as they should be.
Love it. Well, thank you so much for talking to me, girls.
Thanks.
Everyone watch Big Shot. It's fantastic.
Go watch it.
Let's go.